to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching, if you like to support my channel, please feel free to subscribe or leave me a like. I would also like to hear from you guys. So if you guys would like to comment on my video and let me know if you like what I did or if you didn't like what I did. I really want to hear from you guys. So basically, I'm calling this Tea Time with the Registered Nurse. And it's basically just me giving my opinion or telling you a little bit of a story of my experience as a registered nurse. And this channel is mostly for new nurses that are either thinking about becoming nurses. You know, maybe you're not in school yet, but you kind of have that foot on the door of should I be a registered nurse or should I not? So I really hope that my stories will help you in that decision in becoming a registered nurse. I really do like what I do. It's a passion of mine. I love working with people, and I feel very satisfied when one of my patients tell me that I did such a great job with them or I took very good care of them. So, you know, if you are interested in becoming a registered nurse, I think it's a great idea and you should go for it. So in this video, what I'm going to focus on the most is about new nurses or new grads. They just graduated from nursing school, they passed their boards, and they are now working in the nursing field. They could be in the hospital or in a nursing home or even in home health. I think that this video will help you out a lot. So if you are just graduated and you're looking for a job, I think this video will help you out. So what I've noticed about new grads, we have a lot of new grads in the hospital that I work for, and they lack confidence. Now, I'm not, throwing anyone under the bus or attacking new grads. I'm trying to help you guys in becoming great nurses. So you have to have confidence. You cannot be hesitant in doing things or afraid of doing things. The worst thing that can happen is you make a small mistake, but you learn from your mistakes. So what I'm trying to say is, if you are going to put in an IV for the first time, or an NG tube, or a catheter, I really do suggest you just go for it. Tell your trainer, give me the needle, give me the catheter, give me the NG tube, I'm gonna do this. Because the more time you spend of I don't want to do this today or I don't want to do this now, you're gonna get backtracked in your experience as a nurse. And then you're always constantly going to ask for help. Just yesterday, there was a new nurse. She's been in orientation for about 3 months now, and she hasn't even put in one IV because she's always asking for help because she's afraid. She's been afraid to put a needle in. And as a nurse, that's one of the things you have to do the most. There was one time where I was doing a blood transfusion and the needle and the IV infiltrated and it started leaking. So I had to rush and put in a needle myself because you could only hang blood for 4 hours. So it's a timely manner when you're doing a blood transfusion. So if you're constantly asking for help, there's going to be a time where there's not going to be any help at all, and you have to do things on your own. There's going to be a lot of the nurses are going to be busy with what they're doing, and then you're always going to be asking for help, and there's not going to be time for that, okay? So my suggestion is have confidence, conquer that fear and just go for things. You'll see that in the long run, the faster you learn things and the more you practice, you're gonna get better at it. And that's what I did as a brand new nurse. I was always, let me do it, I'm gonna do it myself. Even wound care, yes, there are a lot of wounds that are very gross sometimes, but you have to do it. you cannot be waiting for maybe the wound care nurse, especially if, you know, the wound is draining a lot, and then the patient's just gonna sit there with all this gunk and goo for maybe an hour or two until the wound care nurse can actually go into the room and help you with the wound dressing. So I suggest just don't hesitate, don't be afraid of doing things, just do it, and never procrastinate. It's not the best, you know, because if you keep procrastinating and leaving things for the last minute, by the end of the shift, you're just going to have all this thing that piled up that you have to do, and you're just going to be very overwhelmed with things, especially if you're not going to do the IV or the Foley or the NG tube because you're waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to help you. It's just not gonna work that way. You're gonna get slow in your experience, you know? So for new grads, please don't be afraid of doing things. You know, if someone can come in and watch you do it for the first time, that's great. Let them know, like, please watch me, and if I'm doing something wrong, just let me know, and I'll fix it, you know? But please just do it. Try your best. That's all anyone can ask for, and you'll succeed in your nursing career, and you'll see that you'll develop all these skills, you know? I'm great at putting IVs now because of it, because I've never asked for help. I've always been the one, like, give me the needle and let's go for it. So I would say I'm an 80% chance that I will get the IV. You know, I'm not at the 100%, but the more I practice, the more I'm gonna be better at it. And that's it for this video. I really hope you like what I'm doing here and what we talked about. So you new grads and new nurses, don't be afraid and just go for it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your feedback. So if you could please comment, give me a like, and subscribe to my channel, I'll greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave me a comment, let me know what you like, what you didn't like. Subscribe, let new nurses know about my channel, and leave me a like. Thank you so much again.